So, hello, Leo, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the messages for you today. They're general messages, so take them as they resonate, leave them if they don't. If they don't force them to fit. There is, plenty of other wonderful readers on YouTube that just might resonate more with you at this time. This is for Leo suns and those with strong or significant Leo placements in your chart. If you know what house Leo rules and what's in there, it can give you some really specific insights into certain areas of your life. All right, for those of you not familiar with me or the channel and you're new, just know that I don't sugarcoat my messages. I have no filter. So if that is not your thing, or you have kids around, or you just don't appreciate that kind of a message, I'm always very respectful of that, and I give you the opportunity to sign off now. Otherwise, we are going to be getting into this for Leo for the month of September. I'm using my Icarus Tarot, my Naked Heart Tarot, and my Sacred Rebel Oracle. Okay? So, Spirit, please, for Leo and Leo energies, what is the archetypal milestone that their energy is moving through? What is the mastery, right? Here we go. The Chariot and the Strength card. The Empress was on the bottom. You're accepting that the divine is, you're learning to embrace that the divine is bringing miracles into your life, and you're actually going to need to be strong to receive them. You're going to need to be strong to receive them. With a blessing, I'm feeling like at this magnitude, because with the Empress on the bottom, that is the ultimate creation coming in, right? The ultimate life, right? The ultimate reality, the dream that you never knew could actually be, but that your heart always wanted, kind of thing. The miracle's coming in, and the challenge, if anything, is going to be to fully embrace it and know that it's real. I think you're going to have to be strong in receiving and allowing yourself to keep receiving. And it's funny too with the cat energy and this lion energy. It's knowing that there's so much you could say and so much you could do to ruin the blessing, and choosing to be strong in receiving it, right? Choosing to be strong in receiving it. So, Leo, it's almost like you're intentionally releasing control of a situation by not saying anything, which is out of character for you. I think you love to hear yourself roar, you know what I mean? And I say that with love in my heart. You love to roar. And so that you're not roaring and you're just receiving, that you're just receiving the experience, I think it is going to manifest absolute miracles. I think it's going to birth something beautiful into your reality. So Spirit, a little more insight, please, for Leo and Leo energies. What does this September month actually look like? See how big this chunk is? They're telling me to take it. All right, so the bottom of the deck is the Naked Heart. 99% is not 100. If it's not good enough, it's not good enough. If it's not good enough, it's not good enough. And I feel like you know that roaring, even though it is effective, isn't always the best tool for the job. And I think that you are more inclined at this point, especially with the Innocence of Swords on the top, I think you're done arguing with immature people. I think you're done buying into the pettiness of almost like acquaintance connections. You don't need to roar at them. They don't even mean anything. You don't need to roar at them. I think the simple truth, right, with the Page of Swords, I think the simple truth being communicated is that people are either showing up or they're not. People are either bringing their best or they're not, and you're flowing and letting the divine bring you the best, right? Letting the divine bring you the best is what I'm feeling. You're creating something, right? You're creating a very positive, fulfilling reality. With a temptation to go into your shadow, right? The shadow journey of self-discovery. And I think this is where you're choosing whether or not to be blessed in the miracle that's coming, or go into the journey of understanding why you didn't let the blessing happen, right? You're either taking the blessing or going down a path to understand why you didn't take the blessing. So we have a lot of cards. The Sun, the Two of Wands, the Emperor, the Eight of Cups, the Movement of Cups or the Knight of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Death card. Okay, and they fell in 2 rows of 5 as I put them down. So the Sun, clarified by the Two of Swords. I think you don't know what to do. Either you or someone else is in their shadow self. Okay, they're in their wounded aspects. They're projecting their wounded energy at other people. And there's a choice that needs to be made and you don't know what to do and you feel stuck, right? You feel anchored in not being able to move, not being able to make a choice. Feeling like you're at a loss, right? Because you can't make the choice. You can't make the choice, right? You might not be able to speak, right? You might not actually be able to speak or feel like you can't speak on this, and someone is major in their shadow and you don't actually feel like you can make a move. What happens next is we get this crystal ball with the Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Now the Two of Wands with this is about seeing a vision and knowing it's on the other side of a threshold, knowing it's on the other side of a decision, knowing it's on the other side of a choice. And the Wheel of Fortune, angelic support is coming in to bring you in the right direction, right? Whatever this higher vision is for yourself, if you felt like you were stuck around a toxic or dark energy, right? Someone who is in their pain body and they're not honing themselves back in, right? This is someone who is rampant in their shadow self, who's lost, right? Who is lost from their higher self, right? The bigger person, the person who is not reckless, right? And I feel like you're feeling stuck, right? Because the Sun is Leo's card. I feel like you're stuck in your own shadow because you feel like you can't move. And so Spirit's coming in and saying, we're going to give you a divine opportunity to not just see a new reality, but manifest it. Okay, and then we get the Emperor with the Five of Swords, which means there's potentially a masculine energy, right? Man or woman itself doesn't matter, but there's someone with a very significant or strong masculine energy, take charge energy that is willing to fight. All right, with the Five of Swords, this is willing to argue. This is willing to fight. This is a very primitive, almost like protecting response, right? It's just the way I'm getting it with the Emperor, even though this is shark energy. It's almost like the Emperor smelled blood. And it's almost like once someone ripped open the scab off a wound of theirs, it's like, that's it. Emotionally, someone doesn't give a fuck anymore. And they're defending fiercely, right? This lion energy on the Seven of Wands, they're defending fiercely their desire or projection to reach emotional fulfillment, either with themselves, with you, or you yourself, right, are defending your right to be emotionally fulfilled and stand in your power. You're allowed to stand in your power, especially if you're a receptive energy, right? Divine feminine, if you're a natural receptive energy, you are definitely watching a masculine, right, energy fight for you. There's this loving communication of transformation. It's almost like a promise. It's almost like a promise of transformation, a promise of better. I'm hearing like an oath, right? Like someone has taken an oath and committed to really transforming and accepting better, right? Really transforming and accepting better. If someone is not coming correct, if they're not coming 100%, if you're not getting what you deserve, you're manifesting by default the way out of it. You're receiving it, because I feel like you're being strong in the divine miracle that's occurring, right? The movement, I feel as if you're knowing when to roar, right? When to roar, and when to pick your battles, right? When to pick your battles. This isn't about picking a battle because you think it might work or benefit you. No, this is being in a battle because you have no other fucking choice but to battle. An emperor in his high throne would not choose war, but he would defend his entire kingdom and rain all hell on whoever would affect the world and all the people that he cares about in it. Right? This is not an emperor who looks for war. This is an emperor who defends. And they're very, they have a lot of love to express. Either you or they have a lot of love to express. And it's transforming, right? The amount of love they have to give and express is transforming. Scorpio and Piscean energy. So they could have strong Scorpio or Pisces in their chart, or they might be touching on certain scorpionic aspects in your chart. And we also have the Wheel of Fortune here, which is Jupiter energy. And Jupiter is retrograding in Capricorn. You know what I mean? So this is the undoing of bad luck. The undoing of bad luck. It's almost like the universe said, okay, well, oops. And you're like, no oops, right? Leo's like, excuse me, no oops. No oops. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not what I wanted. No oops. No oops. I wanted what I wanted. 99% is not 100. 99% is not 100. Things are not even. Things are not the way they should be. 99% is not 100. And so, Leo, if your reality is not at 100% what's best for you, the divine is working miracles to shift it for you. So be strong. The divine is working miracles to shift it for you. You're going to come out empowered, right? Especially if they're like Sky Father. This could be an air sign. It could be an Aries, right? This energy. This Sky Father card. This Emperor is a very positive figure. It is natural. It is natural for them to let their truth be their sword, right? It is natural for the truth to be the sword, and it's extremely healing. It's extremely healing. The truth, I'm hearing like the actual truth manifest is what sets a lot of this free. Oh, that's way too many. All right, Spirit. So what is the guidance card for Leo? Should they be catching this in divine time? Yeah, the word wants to be written. The word wants to be written. The truth wants to be spoken. It wants to be made manifest. You know, the word wants to be written is taking what's in here and bringing it into the 3D. It's no different than taking what's in here and speaking it out into the consciousness. The word, the truth, wants to be understood. It wants to ripple. It wants to transform. transform. It wants to bring in stability and balance the part of the self that cries and is upset. It is clearing a perspective that what maybe you thought was such a heart-wrenching loss, right? What you felt, that 1%, right? That 99% is not 100. That 1% that was off, it was such a huge disappointment, right? To reach 99% but not 100, especially because you're a Leo. We live, right? Leos live on 100%. There is no such thing as half-assing or cutting off anything. Leos go all or go the fuck home, right? So Leo, whatever has been keeping you from feeling truly in your power, I feel like it's going to really open up for you how to best perceive situations and how things change over time. Because I'm also almost reading this ripple as like tree rings. It's just coming through as tree rings, right? Things heal. Things heal over time. There's certain layers, right? There's layers. The truth and the layers wants to hold its space and time. And heal it, right? This is an unconditionally loving card. Things are not spoken or not seen, right? Things are not spoken or not seen, and it's deeply upsetting on a soul level, especially if you don't know what it is or why you're deeply sad. You know, if you don't know why you're deeply sad, the universe is asking you to be okay to receive the blessing coming in. Because it's going to shift your perspective. You're going to see how big the ripple had to go to come back to you and heal this. A lot of healing had to take place, I think, outside of yourself, and it was just this grieving process that your soul was going through, waiting and not knowing what was coming, not knowing when it was going to be better, right? But the truth wants to be written, which means the highest life, the highest path, that 100% path, not the 99% path, but the 100% path. If you're grieving over the 99% not being 100, I think you're getting the 100. You're finally getting the 100. It's just a matter of going through the pain and letting the universe fix the 1% it just couldn't knock out from the beginning. It had to develop that 1%. It had to develop it. It wasn't quite ready, right? It wasn't quite ready. It wasn't the right time. Now it's the divine time and it's coming in. So I hope this helps, Leo. I definitely think the way you're seeing life is transforming. Nothing is what it seems. Nothing is what it seems. You can write whatever beautiful story you want to write. Even if you're manifesting it without saying a word, right? Even if you're manifesting it without saying a word. Your heart's in the right place, Leo. It knows 99% is not acceptable. It's always known. It's always known. That's definitely transforming. So I look forward to that for you. All right, so until next time, guys, Divine Rebel Racey is signing off. All my information is in the description if you want more from me. So until next time, love each other. And most importantly, love yourselves. Bye, everybody.